I learned two things tonight. I'm not an ugly duckling, I'm a swan. And you're not just my boss. You're a real friend.
Oh. You got that right.
Oh, can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Where have you been all my life?
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Time out. I think you got the wrong idea here. I'm engaged. I mean, like in a few days, I'm going to be entering into the holy institution of matrimony.
But who wants to enter an institution?
Well, for one thing, I do. In any case, I'm sorry. If you got the wrong idea about my intentions being anything other than friendly, then you misunderstood.
No, goodness, no. I mean, the whole town knows you're madly in love with Dixie. I'm just glad to have you for a friend, you know, someone I can talk to. I maybe got a little carried away. It won't happen again. You're marrying the love of your life. I'm happy for you. And Dixie's the luckiest girl in the world.
Well, Dixie has had a lot of luck, but unfortunately, most of it's been bad.
Why didn't you tell me how the bad luck turned to gravy? How did you two meet?
Call me quirky, but especially lately, when anybody starts quizzing me about Dixie, I get a little nervous and wonder why. So you mind telling me what's the story? Why you suddenly developed this interest in my personal life?
You promised to tell me the truth.
That I did.
Well, then tell me. Who are you really?
Here I claim to be a writer, and I can't even find the words. It's easier to put them on paper than it is to say them.
Well, then pretend that you're writing, okay? But please, tell me.
I'm a man that's been looking for you his entire life.
I'm not a busybody. I wasn't trying to pry.
It's all right.
I thought we were friends. You know, friends tell each other everything, and I didn't mean to go beyond the boundaries.
Take it back. It's my fault. I'm overly sensitive. I apologize. Just in the last couple of days, if anybody uses Dixie's name in a sentence, I end up going up on red alert.
You love Dixie. You want to protect her.
You don't know the half of it. If I was to tell you all the things we suffered at the hands of lunatics, believe me, you wouldn't believe me.
I would. I understand. You and Dixie have had hard times.
Yeah. Very hard times.
You know, I overheard someone at McKay's say that you came back from the dead to be with Dixie. Is that right?
Well, not literally, but yeah, it kind of covers it, I guess.
That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard. How could I not want to know about this woman, Dixie? She brings men back to life.
It's quite a tale.
Oh, tell me, would you? Come on, I want to hear the whole story. Would you? Could you please? It'll be more exciting than a movie.
It's a long story, okay?
I sat through Gandhi twice.
Jane, no. We don't have the time. We got to get this thing out by June.
Highlights. Just the highlights, please.
All right, on one condition. You don't ask me a bunch of questions after I'm finished, okay?
Okay. No questions. I promise. Just give me a minute. All right.
Sorry we don't have any popcorn. Okay. Once upon a time, Dixie and I were married. Dixie and I got divorced. And then on the very day we were going to get remarried, I had this close encounter with a certifiable madman, which culminated in a tandem dive off a very high bridge into some very hard water.
Spielberg could do it.
Well, fortunately for me, the madman went to the bottom of the river. Unfortunately for me, so did my memory.
Wow. Harrison Ford could play the part.
Are you going to listen to the story, or are you going to sit there and cast the movie?
I'm sorry. I'm excited and I'm visual. Go ahead.
Okay, where was I? Right. Somehow I ended up hitching a ride out west on what turned out to be a 2-year detour in my life. Found myself working on the Orsini Vineyard in Napa, California, where I met this very wonderful person. though it's safe to say, totally changed my life. Taught me my trade, helped me make my fortune, but most importantly, believed in me. Well, life was good. But no matter how good things were on the outside, inside I still felt like there was something really important missing. Didn't know what the hell it was. Well, apparently somebody up there agreed with me because one way or another I found myself stumbling back into Pine Valley.
Your love for Dixie was stronger than the miles. That's a beautiful story.
Well, it's not over yet. We haven't reached the good part, you know, where you get married and live happily ever after, et cetera, et cetera. Dim the lights, roll the credits.
Oh, that's a wonderful ending. But what happened to you? I mean, it sounds awfully traumatic, horrible.
Yeah. As hard as it was for me, it was worse for Dixie. On top of believing she'd lost me for good, she actually did lose her brother, Will. He was murdered, bludgeoned to death by some psychotic. Jane! I'm sorry. Are you okay? I mean, is everything all right?
You just stop it, all right? I didn't come out here in the middle of the night to hear more of your riddles.
You're right. Look, I'm trying to do this, okay? But you've got to bear with me. I haven't been exactly square with you from the start. For a while, I didn't even think I could cut it.
But now you can?
Yeah. The truth is, I'm not from Texas. At least I wasn't born or raised there. I was born in a little no-account mining town, smack in the middle of Appalachia. When I was a kid, things were good for about this long. And then, Mama died. Broke my daddy's heart, I guess, because he spent the rest of his life mending it with a bottle of whiskey. We didn't have much, but he kept a roof over our head and food on the table. It wasn't a bad home. It just wasn't the place that I liked to hang around. So I stayed out of the house a lot. By the time I grew up, I was a wanderer. I've pretty much been that way my whole life. I didn't care about things because I didn't have any to begin with. Didn't having things meant that I didn't need a place to keep them. I was free. Didn't need anything, no place or nobody. I was the one. I was invincible. At least I thought I was just until a little while ago. And I stared Mr. Death straight into those old hollow eyes of his. And it changed me. I realized I needed something. And I needed somebody. And that's why I came looking for you.
Why? Why? Come on, all the way across the country to find a woman that you don't even know.
Oh, I know you, Dixie. I know you real well. Ever since you were a little bit, you were the girl that always brought home the lost animals. Puppies, kittens, baby birds, frogs, crickets. If it was lost or hurt, or even better, lost or hurt or sick, you had to have them. Poor Mama. She didn't cotton to it much, but she put up with it.
Lots of little girls like animals.
Your Mama had enough to do already. Doing other people's washing and sewing, trying to provide a home for you and Will. She spent all her spare time down at the church singing in the choir.
You've certainly done your research.
It's not research.
You've been around then?
Nope, it's part of my history. Just as Reverend Claiborne's nasty little son, Buddy, is a part of yours. It's a good thing you had Will around. remember that time that Will gave Buddy that black eye for messing with you? And when Buddy came to tally, your mother wanted to blacken the other one.
Tell me how you know all this. About my mother and my brother. Were you there?
It's a funny thing about our mothers. You'd think they'd be as different as night and day. That they were a lot alike. You recollect that time that your mother went all over town with the paint and covered up all those bad words that were written about Will? They were everywhere, all over the benches, all the walls in town were covered.
She was as angry as I ever saw her.
Yeah, but she painted over every last one of them.
You grew up in Pigeon Hollow, didn't you?
Never went there. Didn't dare. Daddy saw to it that we didn't.
I don't understand how you know all this. Were you a pen pal of Will's or my mother's or somebody that I wrote and forgot?
I only wish that I would have known you my whole life. So I could have been there to help you through the hard times. But the truth is, I only found that you existed 6 months ago.
Well, then how do you know so much about me?
You sure you're okay?
Yes, I am, really. I'm fine.
Well, that story kind of takes it out of me, too. To tell you the truth, I don't even know why I'm telling you all this.
Oh, because I asked. Sometimes it's easier talking to a stranger. Well, I'm not a complete stranger.
Just strange.
What? I'm sorry, what did you say?
I was kidding. It was a joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's funny. Oh, that's quite an unbelievable story. I mean, you took disaster and turned it into triumph in only 2 years. You got any regrets?
No. No. I wouldn't change those 2 years for anything. I suffered some, but I learned a lot more. And Dixie got the worst of it. I can't believe all the things she went through. Alone. But I'm back. I'm here. As far as I'm concerned, protecting Dixie is my job. No matter what.
I'm frightening you.
Yeah, what do you think?
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Then why are you coming so close to me?
I won't. I would never harm you.
You better not try.
Dixie, you mean the world to me.
Just stop it. Just cut it out, do you hear me? I want to know why and how you know me and my family in Pigeon Hollow, and I mean now, or I'm out of here.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The truth is...
That's a lie. That's a dirty lie. I swear to God, you are a creep. You're a creep and you don't like.
You know what? Wait. I knew this would be hard for you to swallow. I didn't expect a beating. Dixie, you wanted the truth.
That is not true, my friend. And if you dare say it again, I swear to God, I'll hit you so hard you won't forget it. Well, you are good, aren't you? Finding exactly what my weak spot is and using it against me. Well, you certainly caught me off guard. Well, knocked the breath right out of me. Congratulations, my friend, but no prize for you. Because that is sacred to me. And for using it against me, oh, I swear to God, a little bit of lightning comes your way and knocks you right where you stand.
Am I green or what?
Excuse me?
The final frontier is not outer space. It's finding the right guy. Hey, Dixie found a great guy when she found you. Any more like you at home?
Sorry. Rush out.
Oh, well, just my luck.
Well, your luck may just be changing. How would you like to come to my wedding?
Could I?
Sure.
I'd be thrilled. I'd be honored.
I'll even introduce you to some of my bachelor-type friends.
Eligible bachelors?
If they were any more eligible, they'd come with justices of the peace.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me I would have the opportunity to meet someone other than at the laundromat or at a bar? A real formal introduction? Be still my heart. I can't wait. That would be wonderful, but What'll I wear?
Actually, we're thinking of making clothing optional.
You're just teasing me again.
You're a very attractive woman. I'm sure you've got something appropriate.
Well, I don't. But I will. I'll find something. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is going to be so much fun. Listen to me. You're getting married, and I'm the one that's nervous.
What's up? Ted Martin.
Get over here right away.
Ah, Palmer, it must be you. I'm sorry, I got a bad connection. You better call back.
Will you stop clowning? Dixie's out back with that crazy Dell.
What?
Get over here as quick as you can. I'll try to keep him in sight.
I'll be right there. Sorry, Jane.
What is it?
An emergency.
You better be right about this.
Guarantee it. Dixie can take care of herself. She's in no danger.
I hope you're right.
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I can see their mouths moving. I'd give anything to know what they're saying.
Dixie, you have got to believe me.
No, I won't. It can't be possible.
Here, take a look at this. It's nothing bad, honest. Go on. Come on, Dixie, take a look. Take a look.
Where did you get this?
My daddy gave it to me.
Ted! Wait a minute! Ted, wait, don't! Stop it! Stop it!